I found this interesting video, bro. Apparently, there's this video on YouTube, and it's showing like the sky phenomenon. We about to look this up real quick, though.
Ever looked out your window on a dark
It should be good now.
and noticed something strange? Like a spiral of light slowly engulfing the dark, or a train of stars creeping across the sky? Sometimes the things we see look so odd, we think we must have imagined them. But even people who manage to capture things like this on camera find they can't be easily explained. With that, let's dive into the rabbit hole of unsettling sky phenomena caught on camera that are hard, but hopefully not impossible to explain.
Bet, let's get it.
The Strange Spiral. On December 9th, 2009 at 6:45 a.m., Norway's sky lit up. Not with a sunrise, but with an inexplicably huge swirling spiral. It gradually got bigger and bigger, growing alarmingly in size, with an ominous blue tail of light streaming behind it. But
somebody was getting
later, it vanished.
Yeah, that was definitely a UFO. Somebody definitely got blamed. Somebody definitely got picked up.
Of this strange spiral made it onto news broadcasts all around the world. It had lasted too long to be a meteor, and there were too many images of it from multiple angles for it to be a hoax. Some suggested it was a failed experiment designed to weaponize the weather, and it didn't take long for a few eccentric people to claim it was aliens welcoming in Obama's presidency.
Yikes.
Well, disappointingly, it wasn't aliens. You can take your tin hats off now. The next day, Russia's defense military disclosed that it had test-launched a Bulava ballistic missile from a nearby submarine. A nozzle on the missile's third-stage engine was damaged, causing the exhaust to jet out sideways, spinning the missile round in a spiral pattern.
Okay.
Simulations were made up like this one to see if this explanation was plausible, thankfully it was. Actually, thankfully might be the wrong word. Yeah, learning this was a big ballistic missile test gone wrong doesn't feel all that reassuring.
Yes, that's a fact.
In the early morning hours of February 7th, 2022, the skies over Cuauhtémoc City in the Mexican state of Chihuahua were completely clear. It was another perfectly peaceful day when all of a sudden, this happened.
What in the zoo? Yo. Did they die or they just all came down?
A flock made up of thousands of yellow-headed blackbirds dropped out of the sky and straight into the ground. It was like some sort of satanic microburst. Many perished on impact, but the vast majority of the flock
okay, so I wasn't tripping. So some of them did die. Bro. What? This is like, I don't know if y'all ever seen the show called Zoo, bro, but this is what this reminds me of. This reminds me of the first episode, or like the first couple episodes when the first like bird, not the first animal thing that was detected was birds, and they were eating people.
Flew away. The incident stunned local residents and left many of them scratching their heads. What could cause an entire flock of birds to just fall out of the sky? Some speculated the flock may have encountered a power line and were electrocuted, while others blamed the high level of pollution. But then the experts stepped in, and they explained it was likely down to the flock being chased by a predatory bird.
No way.
Harming the flock and forcing them to fly low, it could have disoriented them and forced the flock to crash. But that's just the lead.
They look like they were literally dropped off of an airplane or something.
Into the ground. Got any ideas? Let me know what you think down in the comments.
Like what?
Starlight Express. Stargazing is one of my favorite pastimes. There's nothing like laying out on a warm summer's night without a cloud in the sky, taking in nature's light show. If you're lucky, you might even spot a shooting star. But if you're really lucky, you might spot something that almost defies explanation, like this. I'm no astrophysicist, but even I know that stars should be stationary dots. They're not supposed to move like trains through the sky. This was spotted back in May 2021 over Washington. But a few months earlier over in Brazil, Aldo Machado spotted this same phenomena.
This looks
only
like
this time it seemed a little closer to Earth.
like something's being pulled.
And way back in 2020, Ian Taylor in the UK spotted the exact same thing.
I feel like in this video they want to give the assumption that there's like it's like an alien type thing going on, but like what if it's just I mean I don't want to think like these are too many phenomenons for these to be like all alien related. I don't even think like do y'all believe in aliens like or like I don't know, but anyway there has to be some type of explanation for something as simple as like this is like literally looks like if they have them planes that carry messages or signs and they look like they probably did this at nighttime or something and they have lights to like showcase that the lights can be seen or the message can be seen. I don't think this is like alien related, bro.
Despite what it looks like, this isn't an alien species trying to get in touch with us using an interstellar conga line.
Exactly, I feel the same way.
Starlink satellites owned and operated by SpaceX, designed to provide internet access coverage to most of Earth.
Oh, okay, cool.
By January 2022, SpaceX had launched more than 1,900 of these satellites into space. Coordinated to move in these train-like lines while the Earth spins below them, they catch the light from the horizon and reflect back to Earth like a series of tiny moons. I mean, I know some companies say that the sky's the limit, but this is ridiculous. You know what isn't ridiculous, though? Hitting those like and subscribe buttons down below.
Good promo, bruh.
When I upload brand new content, including a part 2 to this topic, if it gets enough likes. All done? Great. Oh, this next one might be my favorite. Your friendly neighborhood black hole. Back in 2019, astronomers released the world's first photograph of a black hole.
Okay.
A point in space where the force of gravity is so strong that even light can't escape it. Considering the speed of light is roughly 186,000 miles per second.
How do y'all know this?
Hole. For years, complex theories gave us detailed ideas of what this would look like up close, but the sheer scale of this thing is still hard to appreciate. At least it was until footage and images of one of these big black holes hovering over a small Russian town began surfacing on the
I'm gonna start recording stuff like this outside.
It looks like our sun, if our sun was a weirdly ominous donut made of imminent death.
It looks like if we could see Saturn.
Just
that's what it looks like.
Created by the Rocksmith Space Agency. But if a black hole was that close to Earth, what would happen? Well, let's assume the closest black hole to our solar system, the one previously photographed known as A0620-00, suddenly appeared in our sky. This thing has a mass that's more than 6.5 times that of our sun, but it's only about 45 miles across, meaning it's roughly the same size as a large city that weighs more than 13.2 octillion tons. Wow,
hey,
that's...
Bro, where do y'all get these numbers from? Like, how did you... Young, maybe let me think real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. Anything OCT like oct is like 8. So how did you get, bro? If anything, that should be in the wave ton, like Nueve. Come on now.
It's a lot of zeros. So the gravity well of this
that's
thing
too
is
many
so
zeros.
that if it appeared less than 500,000 miles from Earth, a little over double the distance to the moon.
Because my thing, bro, look, if it's a black hole, right, and it's supposed to be like so much gravity, I'm gonna quote him. It's the gravity is so large that even light can't even escape it. So what makes you think that you're really getting an accurate judgment between you and the black hole if you're gonna get sucked into it? This has to be estimates, bro. No way.
Rip the Earth apart. We'd all be gradually destroyed by something that, in the night sky, would barely look like a dot. So if it appeared this large in the sky one day, we'd all be dead in a matter of moments. With that said, I'll take our regular old sun over this deadly donut any day. Red
spirit. I don't know why I thought I saw spirits.
Distance, but sometimes they bring more than bolts of bright white electricity with them. Keep watching. Did you see that? Let's slow it down a touch.
Excuse me?
Those weird red streaks. But this isn't a glitch in this guy's camera.
What is this, Raising Dion? Like, bro.
Similar red flash from space, hovering directly above a storm. These flashes aren't lightning, that's for sure. So what are they? It turns out these are called red sprites. They may look like they're on the same level as the storm, but they're flashes that occur in the mesosphere, some 150,000 feet above the storm itself.
Jesus.
While they look quite small on camera,
They look like...
can actually reach some 30 miles across.
They don't look small at all.
What exactly are they? Well, the short answer is, scientists don't know for sure. What they do know is that red sprites are often triggered by a strong, positive bolt of lightning near the ground. Now, most cloud-to-ground
What you
lightning
mean
has
the
a negative
scientists don't
electric
know,
charge.
but they know the estimate to how they
Obviously,
get to it,
positive
though.
lightning
But they
has a
don't know what it
positive
is.
It only makes up less than 5% of all lightning, but it's up to 10 times stronger than negative lightning. It's so strong that it breaks apart atmospheric molecules into ions, and it's believed these ions smashing into molecules in the air is what creates these sprites and gives them their color. But this is just a theory. Personally, I like to think the lightning strikes are just briefly revealing a few massive invisible jellyfish in the sky. All hail our glorious red jelly overlords.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good thing, sir.
Red lightning.
Okay, red lightning's not too crazy.
Okay,
It's
we
not
just
too
covered red
crazy.
sprites. So what's red lightning? This image cropped up on the internet.
Now,
several
this
years ago
image
with
looks
multiple
crazy,
people
though,
claiming
but...
it was a crazy red lightning storm. Maybe it's just me, but doesn't it look more like the Neo-Tokyo explosion from Akira? The real nerds know what I'm talking about. Back to reality, though, and despite the internet claims, this is not.
It looks more like if the sun was setting and there was a storm coming in, and then, like... I don't know, bro. Let's let him talk.
It's not even in the sky. Sure, it looks like a big red ball of lightning on the horizon, but if you follow that supposed horizon around, you'll see this is actually a crater. That's right, this is volcanic lava.
Excuse me? In the sky?
It couldn't be more different. Volcanoes and lightning do have a unique and mesmerizing relationship. When a volcano erupts, fragments of volcanic ash and ice collide at speed in the air, generating static electricity within the volcanic plume. This creates what's known as a dirty thunderstorm. Like regular volcanic explosions weren't terrifying enough already.
So you mean to tell me not only can you get burned, but you can get electrocuted as well? Bro, this
Under
earth,
the
bro.
sea. Sky? Clouds are those fluffy, sometimes wispy white things floating high up in the sky, right? Well, imagine looking up one day and seeing this.
Oh, I've seen this before, bro. And this is a time lapse.
Whoa, it's like being underneath a wave in the ocean.
Yeah, this is not too. This is not
Wasn't
too
shot
OC,
under the
bro.
sea. It's actually a time lapse of the clouds covering Augusta, Georgia, back in 2015.
Yeah, this is not.
At the
This is
time,
not too
there
OC.
was no name for this.
That
incredible
right there is
phenomenon
crazy, though.
because it had been witnessed so rarely.
It looks like
In
almost like.
2017, the world
You know what
leader-
that looks like, bro? It looks. What's that show where the mystical. I can't remember what show it is. It's not bruh. The two people. The one guy he has short hair. The other guy he has long hair. It's not Vampire Diaries, but it's that, bro. For the sci-fi fans out there, y'all know what show I'm talking about, bro. It's the show literally where, bro, I can't think of the name, bro, but it looks like something that would be right there
Great rolling cloud wave and official
on some
name,
magical type
Undulatus
stuff.
asperitus.
I think one of them was like a
This
werewolf
the
or something.
First new cloud formation added to the official cloud atlas in more than 60 years. But what makes those clouds wave like this? Well, the clouds themselves tend to be low-lying and roll with a specific pattern of weather fronts.
Yeah, these
that
are all
create
time lapses, so
waves in the atmosphere.
Being that
Depending
this
on how thick
is
the
sped
cloud
up,
is,
it
the
looks
light
like
can
it's
make the
moving
cloud
as a
look
wave, but
incredibly
realistically,
oceanic.
when you see this in real life,
Suddenly, my
it
massive
moves
floating
like
jellyfish
slowly,
theory
bro. It doesn't even
sound
look
so
anywhere
bad.
close to that. The time lapse makes it look,
A colorful
and I've seen this
sky.
before too.
Just about everyone's seen a rainbow at some point in their life. These pretty arcs of color are fairly common, forming in the sky when sunlight is refracted through raindrops, splitting white light out into its many different wavelengths. You know what's less common though? Seeing a rainbow that fills the entire sky.
Wait a minute,
Or
I never
even
seen it fill the
cloud
entire
seeding
sky.
rainbow colors. Looks like something made in Photoshop, right? Well, incredibly, these are all real. They're commonly called fire rainbows, although technically they have nothing to do with fires or rainbows. So what the heck are they? A glitch in the Matrix? Aside from some LGBTQIA plus friendly aliens?
Okay, bro.
Actually, these are called...
That's too much, bro. You're doing too much, bro.
And they belong to the ice halo phenomenon family.
Okay.
Ice halos are rings and arcs of light that appear in the sky when sunlight shines through ice crystals in the air.
Circumhorizontal arcs form at the top of these halos when hexagonal-shaped ice crystals drift down from the sky like leaves from a tree. When the light passes through faces of the ice crystals that are 60 degrees to one another, the light is refracted out into its rainbow-like components.
Depending on the density of these ice crystal clouds, the colors can appear as horizontal rainbow splashes in the sky. But they can also form entire arcs that look like reverse rainbows.
I've seen that
Now,
before.
That sounds like a pretty decent explanation. But then how do you explain something like this? There's no rainbow. There's no
Now
patch of
that's
iridescent
OC.
sky.
This
Now,
looks
does that
like
work?
this looks like that show Homeland. The Witch's Homeland or something. It's like a fairly new show. I think they're on their 3rd season if I'm correct. It's like a Witch's Homeland or something. Sci-fi fans, y'all
Despite
know,
looking
bro.
like an oil spill in the sky, these are an all-natural phenomenon.
I would have
known
never
as
thought
cold
oil spill if
stratospheric
if I
clouds.
seen that in the
Now,
sky, bro.
normally, clouds form
I'm
from
so serious.
condensation in the troposphere, some 49,000 feet above our heads. But as their name suggests, polar
There's a whole
stratospheric clouds
pattern
form
of
in the
it.
stratosphere, the second layer of the Earth's atmosphere that stretches up to 196,000 feet above us.
Okay.
Unlike the troposphere, which contains 99% of the total mass of all water vapor on Earth, the stratosphere is very dry and very cold. Water vapor that manages to reach up to this level freezes to a frosty negative 117 degrees Fahrenheit. Depending on what state the water freezes to, be it ice or a supercooled solution, the resulting clouds form these iridescent veils by
It looks
reflecting
like the
sunlight
actual
from
weather
the
forecast.
Pretty. Now, considering all the different ways,
What if
light
that's
can
how
be
they got? What if
spectacularly
that's how they
refracted through
made the weather
atmosphere,
forecast? Because
it
they
might
seen
not
this in
be
the
too
sky.
hard to think an image like this is real. Yeah, that's a tornado apparently sucking up all the colors of the rainbow like Mother Nature's own vacuum cleaner. As cool as it looks, though, this is 100% fake, I'm afraid.
I was
Rainbows
about to
occur
say,
when
that
light
does
is
look pretty
refracted through
cool.
Millions of water droplets, which then hits our eyes at a very precise angle. But tornadoes can't suck up light. They're not that powerful. So this is likely just a cute composite of two images. But rainbows and tornadoes, or in this case a waterspout, can occur in the same place at the same time. And I'd argue that that's actually way more impressive.
Okay.
Really Raptured?
Again, what's up with the Raising Dion type of
Each and every
figurines,
time where
bro?
Believers will rise up into the clouds to meet their Lord in an event known as the Rapture. It hasn't happened yet, as far as we're aware, but there seems to be an assumption that those who are raptured will be drafted up in the glorious trails of light. Kind of like this. Is it too late for me to repent? Fortunately, no.
Bro, your jokes are
Isn't the
honestly not good,
nor
bro.
is it the
Please
greatest
stop,
witchcraft
bro.
the gaming world has ever seen.
It's not even like they're not good. It's just like
Astonishingly pretty
they're just-
phenomenon that's even visible to the naked eye in the dark.
it's just not a good
Well,
thing to
if
say,
it's
bro.
not God throwing a few spotlights on a bunch of flying Christians, then what's making them? When temperatures drop below freezing, specifically between 14 degrees to negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit,
Jesus, could not
billions of hexagonal
not be in that weather for
shaped
me.
ice crystals can start to form.
The same ones that form fire rainbows. But when they form close to the ground, light from things like houses and streetlights.
This
can
is not
reflect
OC.
off,
Like, if I was to see
blowing their way
this,
up
I
into
would be
these
like, okay, this looks kind of
aggressively
cool.
illuminated pillars.
But if anything, this looks like if you were
It's
taking
not
a
breathing in the
picture
life of sin,
and your
forbidden
camera is
items
busy or
where you
something,
worry
and
about
then that's what it would
repenting.
look like.
They're watching.
They're watching.
Stargazers will know how entrancing the moon can be. Many can
Who's
stare at it
watching?
through binoculars or telescopes for hours. But when Andre Smetana decided to get a closer look at the moon's surface using his new camera, he was shocked to discover he wasn't alone.
Bro, this is fake, bro. You know
Andre
what type
spotted
of-
3 ominous black dots.
That does not
slowly
mean-
moving across
bro,
the sky
come on now.
roughly the same direction. According to Andre, he estimated they must have been flying at an altitude of 310 miles.
Who is Andre? Who is Andre, bruh? And how did he get these measurements? Where are y'all getting these measurements from? And how did his camera zoom in so close? There are so many questions here. You know what's really hard to explain? It's hard to explain how they got this information. Like, bro, what?
That would place
I'm not
them
falling
somewhere
for the
in the
genjutsu, bro.
a layer of the Earth's atmosphere that's more than 40 times the height that regular planes fly at. So if it's not planes, could these unidentified flying objects belong to aliens?
Go ahead, bro.
Sorry, I'll take the tin hat off. No, it's not aliens. It's most likely a series of satellites, a few of the more than 12,000.
I just want to know what kind of camera he has that he was able to zoom in that close.
While only 5,200 of these satellites are currently functioning, it's still more than likely that those 3 dots are just active satellites. But mark my words, one day it will be aliens. So I'm keeping my tin hat on for now.
I'm so curious how they got these measurements, bro. I'm not even
Back in
debunking it. I just want to
2021,
know.
Most of us were trying not to go mad with boredom during lockdown. One person looked out their window and genuinely thought they were going insane. On March 15th,
Bro, this
a
is not
Facebook user
Transformers.
decided
Why
to
did he
launch through
appear?
the storm, not because they were bored, but because they thought they could see something in it.
Again with the
Something
Raising
big.
Dion references.
Sure enough, on the live stream, it looked like there was something.
I'm mentioning Raising Dion so much. Y'all really do need to go watch it, bro. I haven't even finished the show, and I love the show so much, bro. Just go watch the show, bro. But come on now. If anybody's seen Raising Dion, y'all know that some of this stuff that I'm saying, bro, it looks just like Raising Dion. That's the bad man right there, appearing right there, coming for Dion.
Looked right down the barrel of the camera at one point. The stream was viewed more than 75,000 times in the space of a few hours, and worried comments began to flood the chat. People were genuinely convinced some sort of unseen shadow lord was haunting the skies above them. Like lockdown couldn't get any worse. But as you probably guessed, those people didn't have anything to worry about. Internet detectives did some digging and discovered this supposed live stream was actually a video that had originally been uploaded back in 2018. It was created by McLuhan, a designer and programmer from Malaysia specializing in visual effects.
So he made it
Experimenting
fake.
with a few different effects and created the sequence purely as a test.
Oh, okay,
So
cool.
what did they use to create the monster hidden in the clouds? It was a rubber duck?
A rubber
Sadly,
duck.
this is
I mean,
not
it did
less
look like it was just the head and no
Wasn't
body,
really
but
afraid of bath time. Morning Glory. How would you
whoever the
describe
graphic
something
designer, he was
cloud?
pretty dope.
Fluffy, white, puffy? Oh, so not long and too blank then. In which case, what the heck is this meant to be?
That looks like is that very low? Like those clouds are very low. It looks like
That
there's
thing stretches
it looks like they
from the
press
horizon to the
pause
horizon, like
on
some
the
sort of
clouds moving.
pint-sized sausage. And incredibly,
Yikes.
it's not the only one of its kind. These are morning glory clouds, capable of reaching more than 600.
I'm not gonna lie, bruh. Here they go with these numbers again. I'm not gonna lie. If I seen this over a lake, I would not even think these were clouds. I would think this is literally a tsunami, and we're about to die, bro. Like you cannot tell me that. I mean, look how low these clouds are to the ocean, bro. They look so low that, cause you know how when waves crash down, right? The very front bottom part looks white. These look like this would be the white area, and I would think that this is tsunami, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
And more than 1 mile high. On top of that, they can travel as fast as 65 feet per second.
I'm not even gonna lie. I would think this was a
Man,
tsunami.
These tubes got somewhere to be. But how can multiple tubes form like that?
Yikes.
Well, scientists don't have a concrete answer, even though the clouds themselves are well understood. Moisture and temperature play an important factor, as they're
Okay.
spotted most often along coastlines where there's plenty of moist air. An oncoming wave of warm air carries this moist air into the colder troposphere where it cools and condenses. It then falls with the downdraft of the airflow below the condensation level before sometimes being pushed up again, creating another peak of condensation behind the first. However, scientists aren't sure of the exact weather systems that are needed for these sorts of clouds to form in the first place. While they're not fully understood, that doesn't stop these clouds from
Over the
being
house is
spectacular.
crazy though.
A sky full of bubble wrap?
Okay, this has got to be by far the
Considering
most
we've seen
bizarre.
true clouds, rainbow clouds, and wave clouds, you'd think that by now we'd have run out of weird clouds to
No.
bubble at. Well,
We haven't
no,
even experienced
because we
more
haven't taken
than
a look at the
10% of the
amazing
ocean. I'm already knowing there's more stuff out in
as I
here.
like to call it, a bubble wrap sky.
This is not OC though. the picture looked like it was gonna be bad, but this doesn't look too bad. I mean, no. Actually, it does. This right here, this photo right, that does look crazy. It looks like the clouds are about to fall.
The brilliantly bizarre pouch-like protrusions form inside large cumulonimbus clouds, the type that usually brings storms.
Okay.
Turbulence within these clouds sees air currents rise and fall, and it's cool, sinking air in these conditions that drops down to form these strange, sagging pouches in the condensate.
Yikes.
Depending on the air currents, though, the patterns these pouches form can appear entirely random or disturbingly linear.
Why do these look like
Observation,
spider eggs?
They all look particularly spectacular during a sunset.
Oh, they don't look too bad in the sunset. But if it's in the middle of the day, afternoon time, and I look up and Bro, I'm going inside my house, bro.
Don't look up.
I just said something about looking up.
Trying to find weird and unexplainable sky phenomena. A few similar images kept cropping up.
Okay.
Landscape images of...
I feel so stupid, bro. I feel so stupid. I've been saying pneumonia. I thought it was saying pneumonia. It's saying phenomena. Now, if I'm tripping, isn't pneumonia spelled somewhat similar to that? Or am I tripping? I have to look this up, bro. Wait a minute. Pneumonia. Pneumonia. Let me say breathing. Yeah. Oh, it's spelled with a... It's spelled completely different. I feel so stupid. Let's just move on, bro.
Some sort of huge, giant figure looming in the background. Some of these figures pass highways at night.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. If I see that, you got it, bro. And I'm turning around, bro. There's no way that I see this and keep driving forward. First of all, I think this photo's fake. There's no way this car sees that gigantic ostrich foot and doesn't make a left. Bro, there's no way, bro.
Standing over them like menacing guardians. Others were just single appendages snaking down from the clouded sky, hiding the truth.
What is this, the mist? Like, come on.
At first, I just assumed these were all fake. But then I found one I recognized. This is Laguna Peak in Ventura County, California.
Of course it's in California.
What the heck is that? I mean, I really want to say this is fake, but seeing something so ominous staring down at somewhere I know made me feel unsettled, to say the least. After a bit of more digging, I found out that all of these are the works of Trevor Henderson. He's the Canadian horror artist behind a whole host of iconic cryptid internet creatures, such as Siren Head and Bridgeworm.
Oh, these are video games right here.
None of these giants are real.
Cool. We're glad that these are not real.
At least now I stand a chance of sleeping tonight.
I'm not gonna lie, that's some good work, Trevor.
Until I saw this. Okay, don't panic. There are 3 very logical possibilities here that can explain this. 1, someone has drawn the abdomen and legs of a spider onto this photo of a beachside city to make it look super huge. 2, a spider climbed onto the front of a camera while someone was taking a photo, so its up-close body is out of focus, making its back end look blurry but also huge. Or 3, Earth is now controlled by giant spiders and we must all submit to our new arachnid overlords. Which of these sky phenomena did you find the most unsettling?
I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, the ones that are real would be the most unsettling, but bro, it's gotta be those sprites. Like, bro, them red sprites are crazy.